The latest teacher strike, dubbed the father of all strikes, ended Wednesday. But when teachers went to school yesterday, there were no children to teach. It wasn't because the little ones were being equally defiant. It's because the Education Cabinet Secretary, Professor Jacob Kaimenyi, had instructed them to stay home as he ordered all public schools to close indefinitely. But now, in a bid to end the confusion, he has issued another statement recalling children back to school to meet their long-lost teachers. His statement reads in part, quote, "I now announce the reopening of the said schools on Monday, 22nd July 2013, end quote. What is, however, still confusing is how the public schools will reclaim the lost time and catch up with their peers in private schools who never lost a minute of school time. Nevertheless, Kaimenyi stated that KCPE and KCSE examinations will be held on schedule, something that doesn't go down well with a section of stakeholders in the education sector.
I don't think exam calendars are cast on stone. And in fact, looking at this year, for example, we've had the worst interruptions ever. Beginning from third term, where we had three weeks of the strike, coming back now to first term, where we had the elections, and now looking at losing a whole 1 month.
Kaimenyi's statement to newsrooms indicates that government will hold a key stakeholders meeting on Tuesday, a day after the reopening of schools, in order to agree on how to redress the matter expeditiously. Of critical consideration when setting the exam timetable, according to the Elimuyeto Coalition National Coordinator, is whether all learners have had the opportunity to complete the syllabus and how they will go about completing it.
As much as you're looking at wanting to cover the entire syllabus, we're also looking at a situation where you want to afford the learners also, and even the teachers, an opportunity to rest. You don't want to imagine that they would now go non-stop all the way towards the exam period. It's not a practical situation and just can't happen. In terms of accountability, if we lose 4 weeks, then we should be in a position to add the 4 weeks so that we're not transferring all the pressure to the candidate.
Fact of the matter is, 3 weeks have gone to waste. There were 3 weeks left to close school and about 3 weeks for holiday before the children came back for the most serious of all terms.
In this country, exams to many people are do or die, and especially if you look at, for example, the Form 4 exams, they really mean so much to the learners. We've seen candidates even committing suicide when, for example, the results do not meet the expectations. So I think it's only fair that we give them ample time for them to relax, for them to go through the syllabus.
The national primary and secondary school examinations literally shape the direction of a child's life, their destiny, and by extension, the quality of their future families and society in general. This is a delicate matter that the Cabinet Secretary and all the stakeholders in the education sector have to consider carefully for the sake of every school-going child and consequently for the sake of the nation as a whole. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Weekend.